Gucci ain't that. Gucci ain't that. Gucci ain't that. Gucci ain't that.
Look, realest.
What's good, YouTube? It's Joe C, THC Fitness, you already know. Today's video, another 101 video, is going to be on back. Courtesy of one of my subscribers. I think his name is Mr. Italian Boy, I think, or something like that. If I'm wrong, kill me. Yeah, this video is for him. He hit me up. He's like, yo, do back thing, 101. I was like, alright, got you, dude. Before we start, I hate this shirt. I hate it. I cut it wrong, and it looks so stupid. But it says strong on it, and it makes me believe that I'm strong. So, it's a confidence booster. Also, peep the hat. My boys won this Sunday, so I'm going to freaking wear the hat. Because they don't win too much, so when they win, I'm going to flash it. Okay, so, like I said, today's video is going to be back 101. I'm going to show you guys movements, functions, muscles, blah, 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 whatever. I don't even know if you guys care about that stuff, but I'm going to tell you anyways because I'm bored. So, got these things on my phone and my notes. You guys probably ask, oh, why do you have it on your phone? Why don't you just memorize it? You're fake. Alright, first of all, shut up. Second of all, I put this stuff on my phone in my notes. I know it in my head, but I put it in my phone because, God forbid, I say a word or two wrong or I, mix something up because, stuff gets lost in this big brain of mine. I don't want people getting all butthurt over me. So, to make sure I'm 100% accurate with what I'm saying, I put it in my notes and I read it off my phone. Okay, so, first things first. You walk in the gym. I did it too, newbie lifters. You walk in the gym, what's the first thing you want to do? Everyone jumps on the bicep preacher curl machine. Everyone does triceps. Everyone's trying to get their chest going. Maybe once in a while you get that daredevil kid that starts doing legs when he first starts lifting. I didn't do that, but hey, maybe you got some freaking huge kid doing legs, whatever. Do your shoulders, your traps, want the big traps. Then you walk out there, you're all yoked up in the front, and you're like, oh shoot, look at me, I look mad good in the mirror, what's good? Then, you turn around. And your back is looking like freaking Timmy Turner over there. Okay? You guys don't get that? Timmy Turner's small. I don't know, it's the first thing I thought of. Anyway, so, you gotta train your back. If you think about it, you have your front of your body, okay? You got your bis, tris, forearms if you want, traps, shoulders, chest, abs, and then you got your quads and the front of your calves. So let's cut off the bottom portion of our body, and let's say people, for some reason, freaking love training the front of their body. So you got your chest, boom, 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 okay? That's not really a big portion of your body, okay? Now let's add the second half back in, your legs. If you look at your legs and how big your legs are, that's a big muscle group. That's a lot bigger than your upper body in the front over here, okay? Legs are probably the biggest muscle group in your body. Then you turn around. You got your good old back. If you think about it, this whole backside is your back. It's not rocket science, but that's your whole backside is your back. That's a big muscle group. That's the second largest muscle group in your body, is your back. Lats, all that good stuff in there. So, training your back is very important. Because I don't know why. I don't know who the hell will walk in the gym and go, oh, I never train back. It's stupid. Okay. Do you, man. Do you. You gotta train the back. That's the it's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. So, let's break the back down. So, this is what we're gonna do. Itch my head. I got lice. No, I don't. I'm kidding. So, you're gonna break your back down. Everyone knows you've got the main part of your back right here on the sides. Boom, boom. Those are called your lats, or your latissimus, whatever, dorsi. I don't know the big fancy word for it. We're just gonna call it the lats. Okay. The lats come from the humerus, your upper arm, and they attach from here all the way down to the side of your back, back part of your back. So that's, like I said before, you got the humerus, your upper arm, and you got your whole back here, the whole lat. That's your lat. Then you already know you got your upper traps, rhomboids, stuff like that. Then you got your secondary muscle to your back, because that's why it connected to the humerus. Your upper arm is your biceps. So secondary muscle to your back is your biceps. That's why some people. I'll get to that in the video later. But okay, so let's start. Let me go get my notes. All right, cool. So your back and your lats, they extend from a certain point. Like I said, it comes right here, and your lats attach to what's called your thoracic vertebrae, or your spine. It has 12 vertebrae. It comes all the way down your back right here. I can't reach because I'm not freaking flexible. I'm a gymnast. It comes all the way down here. I don't know if you can see that, but you guys know where your spine is. So what the lat does is, here's your spine. The lats come from your humerus and they connect to your spine. Okay. So everything branches from your spine out. After that, you got your, like I said, lats, which attach to your upper back, which holds your traps, and also holds your rhomboids. Most people don't know where the rhomboids are. The rhomboids are under your trap muscles. They're deep, deep in there. Basically, to train them, you could hit them. People don't hit them as hard as they should. They really help with the upper back thickness. Rows up top, instead of coming with the row here, you come with the row up top, and you squeeze your traps and rhomboids together. Also, face pulls. That works your rhomboids too. Watch my trap video, and I'll explain that in more detail. Excuse me, and more exercises for your traps and rhomboids and whatnot in that video. So, without further ado, we're going to talk about the movement of the back now. So you guys already know you got your lats, rhomboids, traps, all that goody-goody, two shoes, Iggy Azalea, whatever her name is stuff. Okay, so I love Iggy Azalea. I think she's so hot, but don't tell my girlfriend that. Okay, enough about Iggy and Swaggy P, Nick Young. All right, so your lats, they have two primary functions. The first primary function in your lat is known as internal rotation. So, internal rotation, most people don't know this, which is okay. Most people don't need to know this. It's not, it's not really that important. Internal rotation, okay? Let's hear it right here. Internal rotation. That's it. Simple. Just internally rotating your humerus, upper arm, which kind of rotates your lat. Not rotates your lat, but activates your lat. So, internal rotation activates the lat. So, we're not done. The next thing the lat does is known as shoulder extension. So, right there, shoulder extension. I shaved my armpits. Thank you very much. So you got shoulder extension. This position right here is known as shoulder extension. You have your lats, you're stretching them. The second point, also known as shoulder flexion, is coming down. So, like I said before, the two functions, internal rotation, shoulder extension, shoulder flexion. So, those are two primary functions of your lat. Now, let's not get it twisted up here. Another function on your lat, and a lot of people don't know this, and that's okay, because I'll tell it to you, is people think the primary function in your lat is to come here and down. Well, if they tell that to you, they're not wrong, but you should still spit on them and smack them in the face, because they are wrong. The primary function of your lat is extension and then flexion, but also a rotation back. So from here, up, and then down. See where my arm is? So, like I said, you got your shoulder flexion, extension, but it doesn't stop there because you come all the way back. Okay? So, let's say, for example, you're doing a dumbbell row. Let me fix this camera right quick. Alright. So, let's see, come over here, get this little cool stool thing. Alright. People think when you're doing, a dumbbell row, you're just supposed to come here. Want to know what that's working? Not your lat. That right there is working, as you can see. It's working your shoulder, trap, rhomboid, whatever. Ain't your lat though. So target your lat. That's what you're gonna do. You gotta make believe you're doing shoulder flexion, extension, and all the other good stuff. So you're gonna come right here. Watch. So instead of coming up here, which I tell all my clients to do, you're gonna come right here. You see how I rotate it, and you see how I come from extension to flexion? Instead of up here, doesn't activate your lat. This movement right here activates your lat. So you're coming like this. Okay? If you guys want a better example, go look up Kai Green's back video. Kai Green's a bodybuilder, huge back, and he does his dumbbell rows like that. I guarantee you'll feel a difference from doing them like this to like that, which is also why people love pullovers, because that is the primary function of your lat. When I mean pullovers, I mean, say you take a bar over here, attach it to a cable, hook on. I'm so good at acting this thing out. So, come over here, got your little hands on the cable, and you come down like this. You're going to come up, shoulder flexion, down. People love doing those, and they work because that is the function of your lat. So come here and here, here and here, here, and you guessed it, here. Whoa. So, that's why those work. Oh, sorry, I had a booger in my nose. Okay. Secondly, I talked about your lats. I talked about my traps in a previous video, but I'm going to mention them again because your traps really work in conjunction with your lats. Like I said, you have your upper trapezius, lower trapezius, and you got your serratus, stuff like that. So, what your upper back, or traps, whatever it is, whatever you want to call them, it's responsible for upward scapular rotation. So, up there. Almost like shoulder flexion. Kind of, but not quite. Then you also have your middle traps and your rhomboids. That is responsible for scapular elevation. So, raising the scapula, like I said in my shoulder video. I said the word scapula 1,000 times in that video. I don't want to say it anymore. It's also responsible for scapular retraction and, I hate the word, scapular depression, which is for your lower lat and stuff like that, which I mentioned in my shoulder video. If you haven't seen that, go watch that. Also, when I said your traps work in conjunction with your lats, okay, you almost can't isolate one body part in that back area, because when they work in conjunction, you almost have to hit both. When you're doing a row, high or low, you're still using your traps and stuff like that. You can't really technically isolate each part of your back muscle. There's probably ways you could, but from a main standpoint, you technically can't. So, one thing I didn't really touch upon in my shoulder video was the serratus. Let's see, I don't know if I can still see it. I'm bulking right now. I'm not as lean as I was. When I was lean, you can still kind of see it. It's right here. So right there. These little fingers, you call them fingers, come up right here. Those, your serratus attaches to your lat and then comes around in front right here, like I said, the fingers. And I guess you can call them, I don't know, my sister calls them like ribs or whatever, or my dad calls them ribs, or I don't know if F calls them that. But basically you could say, because they do look like your rib cage. So to target those, most people forget about those, and those really, really, really help with your lat development, thickness, and overall, a wide back. To work those, it's basically a pullover. But the twist, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do this, but I'm gonna show you guys. I'll have to get a video in the gym so I can give you guys a better look at it. But let's say this is gonna be really hard. I might kill myself. This is a bench right here. Okay. To work on your serratus, it's gonna end up bad. I can feel it already. But the bench should be a little bit longer. Ow, it hurts. But it's going to be dumbbell pullover. So you can take the dumbbell, you can hold it like this, okay? Almost diamond. Extend your arms, bend them slightly. Stick your penis area up, because you want to keep your back straight. And all you're going to do is you're going to come down, 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 let it hang, get a good stretch in the lat, and you're going to come up. Another tip with these is you're going to breathe all the way out. You're going to exhale, come down, stretch, 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 come up, exhale. By exhaling, it releases all the air in your lungs, which gives to a better stretch of the lat, I think. That's a tip I do. Okay. This video is going on really long, but I hope you guys are still watching this thing. So one more thing to talk about, and that is your hand position when you're working your lats. So when people think about lats, the first exercise they want to try is a lat pull down. So what do? They walk over to the bar, smack on a little bar on the cable machine. They get on that junk, one hand here, one hand here, like they're doing the YMCA, and they're pulling that ish. Boom, boom, boom. You guys, any meathead, you'd be like, yo, how do I get my lats bigger? Bro, wide grip, as wide as you can go. The wider, the better. Like I said before, spit on the guy, and then smack him in the face. Because they're wrong. Wider the better is technically not better. What you want to do when you're going for a lat pull down is you want to go shoulder width. So my shoulders are right here because, I'm so freaking giant. My shoulders are right there. So when I grab the bar, I'm going to come right here. I'm not going to come out here like I'm a freaking cheerleader. So here's why. You guys can even try this. Come out wide like this. Put your hand on your lat. Come down. Okay? You'll feel some contraction. Okay? But not a lot. Now I want you to do is put your hand shoulder width. Tend to grab a bar. Now come down. You will feel a whole different contraction from just this little hand placement from here to here. Best back of all time, Dorian Yates. Also watch his video if you can, Dorian Yates back training. He preaches. Someone asked him, he was doing a seminar, and someone asked him, yo, Dorian, shouldn't you be going wider? And he looked at him, and he was like, yo, what'd you just say? And stuff was about to get heated real fast, but he calmed down, because, Dorian knows what he's doing. So, check this out. What Dorian Yates was doing is he was doing a barbell row. Most people, like I said, like a lat pull down, they come out wide, like this, and they're pulling. What Dorian said, which is true, your back is in a much stronger and more powerful position in here, shoulder width, than it is out there. You're also going to work more of your lat coming in here. Because when you're coming in here, you're working your lat. Okay? When you're coming out here, you're working your rhomboid, maybe trap, I don't know, but you're not really targeting that lat. Maybe you hit your rear delt, I don't know. So if you think about it, like I said, do it before. Hand out here, come up. Hand in here, come up. Whole different ball game from out to in. Okay? It's just those simple things. And the last thing I want to touch upon is people pulling from their biceps when they're doing back. Biceps is a secondary muscle. Yes, it is. But it shouldn't be your primary muscle when doing back. I see kids all the time rolling or doing lat pull downs, and they're pulling with their biceps. And what I mean pulling with their biceps, let's say you're doing a lat movement, you get done, you got a freaking veins all over in your biceps, you got a crazy pump, and your lats don't feel anything. That's when you know you're doing back wrong. So, when I mean pull from your bicep, I mean kids are coming down and they're literally pulling from the bicep like they're doing a freaking curl. You do not want to do that. That's a no-no. Okay? What you want to do is you want to pretend, and I told all my clients this, my dad told me this a while back, you want to pretend that your arm is cut off right at the bicep. Pretend this whole part of your arm is gone. That would suck. I don't know what you would do with your life if you didn't have any friggin' lower arms. But let's just say in the gym, you have no lower arms, you're doing back. So when I mean do not pull from your biceps, basically you're going to pull from your elbows. So when you come down like this, you shouldn't be pulling from your bicep, you should be pulling from your elbows and retracting the lat and the scapula and all that good stuff in the back there. Now, it may be hard to do, it's going to take some time to figure out, but an easier way to do it is, I said this before in one of my other videos, removing the thumb from the movement. What removing the thumb from the movement does, let's say you're doing a lat pull down, okay, and you're coming here. When your thumb's on the bar, you're most likely, or at least I am, I'm going to pull with my bicep. I don't know why, that's just how I'm wired. I don't know, I'm a mess, I'm weird. When you remove the thumb, it almost seems like your hand is a claw, like that. Almost like a claw that's attaching to the bar, which is how you want it to be. Now, when you have it right there, when you remove the thumb, same thing, you're going to come up. With no thumb, you're going to pull down with your elbow. So coming right here, you're going to use, you feel you're going to use more of your bicep. Coming right here, it's going to be more of a claw action. You want the claw action. The claw action is what you're looking for. Because what that does, I don't know why, but the claw action right here makes you pull from your elbow, I think, a little bit more. Try it out. Try it out and, you know, let me know what you guys think. But like I said, make believe both your arms are cut off at the elbow, and you have to pull with your elbow, because that's how you're going to activate your lat. You're not going to activate your lat pulling from your bicep. You're going to activate your lat pulling from the elbow. And the easier way to do that, like I said, claw it. Claw it. Pretend you have hooks. Pretend you have hooks as hands. You have no hands, you have literally hooks. And you're pulling like that. Like good old Captain Hook from Peter Pan, whatever his name is. Alright guys, that's all I got for today. I'll be making more videos soon. Comment below, down there somewhere, and let me know if you guys want to see any more one-on-one videos. I'll make them up. I got plenty of videos coming soon. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, hate, comment, do whatever you guys got to do. And stay tuned, and I'll see you guys soon.